What is up, everyone? In today's video, we're getting down to business. Get it? Because HTC said we're getting down to business? No, but in all seriousness, we have quite a few things to get into today, and one that is just overly exciting for myself, and I would say a bunch of other people. So, without any further ado, let's just get the big one straight out of the way. HTC has confirmed their brand new VR headset. Let me tell you everything we know. Yesterday, HTC tweeted with another really weird photo. Like, they love doing this. They love teasing us. I mean, their marketing department seriously needs a raise. They tweeted, now with the accessories out of the way, let's get down to business. And tweeted this picture of something that sort of looks like a headset. And here's another angle of that exact same photo posted by HTC's China president, Alvin Wang Graylin. And people have been speculating, they've been bringing the brightness up. We actually spent a solid hour trying to look through the website yesterday, look through all the inspect element, look through the images, open them up in text editors to see if there's any date hidden or anything. It was all futile. HTC, I want you to make an ARG next, okay? It needs to be an ARG to find the release date, okay? It needs to happen. A hardcore ARG with inspect element, text metadata inside, images, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, we didn't find anything, so we don't have a release date. But what we do have is this one image and this blog post. And we'll move on to the blog post in just a second. But first of all, looking at this image, it seems to be very thin. Now, I do think that this is only the front of the headset. I don't think it is literally the entire headset because that would be insanely slim, and I don't think that's possible. And people have been bringing up the brightness. They have decided that there's a Type-C port on the side and an audio jack and possibly a button, or that's the head strap. Who knows? At this point, we really don't know, because bringing up the brightness, inverting it, and doing anything at all with the image brought up no results. So either we are blind or there's just nothing there, which would kind of make sense. I mean, why would they give us the release date? I'd say they're just going to be teasing us for the next week. I mean, I hope not. My money is ready in the bank. But we do, however, also have this blog post because a lot of people were like, oh yeah, it's HTC, don't get your hopes up. This actually isn't a headset. Except we got this blog post, and when you scroll down to the very bottom, it says VR headset confirmed. So VR headset has been confirmed by HTC, and looking at this image, we get a little bit of a larger glimpse of what's happening here. Putting the first image and the second image together, we seem to be getting inside-out tracking cameras on all four corners, so it's not going to be like the Cosmos, unless, again, we're missing something and there might be cameras on the sides or even on the head strap. Who knows? We really don't have much to go off of, and I'm not going to spend this entire video speculating because we've done that in the other 60 episodes where we talked about it. So feel free to check those out in case you're interested. I just want to bring the pieces of information that we do have to you guys. So looking at the blog post image, the headset seems to be actually kind of slim, maybe even slimmer than the Quest. Not by a lot, don't get me wrong, because I don't think we have that lens technology yet, but it does seem to be a little bit slimmer. Some people have been saying it's going to be the exact same thing as the Quest, the exact same dimensions, basically like a 1:1 copy. And a lot of people would be happy with that. A lot of people would be all in for a 1:1 Quest clone, but without the Facebook account. And yesterday I was also asking people in the voice chat, what do you think? Like, how much is it going to cost? People are saying 500, 600, 700, something like that. And that's honestly not bad for a headset without a Facebook account requirement. And looking at this image, again, it seems to be fully standalone, which seems to go with what we have known so far, that the headset was going to be standalone. And I mean, you may be asking yourself, what brings you to this conclusion? Well, looking at the photo, we can't see any obvious cables coming out of the headset. The only cables we see are the white ones going to the computers. So that is literally the only thing I have to go off of. And just because why not, this and this. We don't see any glimpse at any controllers though, so I don't entirely know 100% what's happening in that department. People are saying we hope it's new controllers. Who knows, maybe it's going to be compatible with the Index controllers. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to say we're free to get excited, and I mean, I am extremely excited because I was hoping they would release this before summer. Basically, yesterday I talked a lot with you guys over on Discord. I asked you guys a lot about your opinions, like what OS it's going to be running, what controllers it's going to be using, whether you think it's going to support base stations, price, things like that. We had a lot of fun. So in case you guys want to join in on the next time we have a lot of fun, join the Discord. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this headset and what you think we're getting from HTC Next down below. And I know that a lot of you might be very skeptical and a lot of you have had bad experiences with HTC, but I'm here being hopeful. I'm being hopeful that they can make a comeback into the consumer VR space and yeah, a lot of people were also saying, you know what, they said let's get down to business. That business is there intentionally. This is going to be a business-oriented headset. I don't think so. I don't think that's the case, because they have been making rounds to get back into the consumer space. Maybe I'm just being hopeful, but I'm gonna stay hopeful. Let me know what you guys think down below. Now, you guys know I'm a huge fan of DIY virtual reality technology, and I'm so happy to see more and more of these things coming out. So when I got messaged on Twitter telling me that somebody was building their own virtual reality shoes, I was impressed. Like, seriously. Currently, we have the Cyber shoes, and those are pretty nice, but it seems somebody has been building virtual reality shoes. And finally, Functional is the name of the YouTube channel. Of course, the link to it will be down in the description below. And they seem to have VR shoe build logs, and the latest one here is 6 days ago, and it's a short VR shoes update, 2 designs made and some testing. And honestly, this seems to be really cool. I'm beginning to love this part of the community more and more every day. The DIY VR community, the part of the community that enables us to make these insane pieces of technology ourselves at home. That is unbelievable, and I just want to thank that part of the community for existing. Yeah, I'm literally thanking you for your existence, because it just puts a huge smile on my face. Like I was saying yesterday, it's insane, and I'm very skeptical about VR shoes, guys. That's just my view on them, as a certain reason. For one, you have to be sitting down on a chair to use them, or else you will just be sliding on the ground and probably fall over. And to me, sitting down on a chair kind of tends to ruin experiences. So I am skeptical when it comes to VR shoes, but once the accessories come out to the masses, that's when the fun really begins. Especially if people are going to be making them DIY, modifying them, giving them updates, upgrades where they feel it's necessary. It's so cool, and I've always been a nerd and a geek when it comes down to tech, and seeing DIY tech is really where it's at. Actually, just yesterday on the Discord, I can't tell whether they were joking or not, but we got into the conversation of making our very own Oculus Quest and very own controllers with like knuckle type touch capacitive buttons. We got into that conversation and a Discord server was created. I can't tell whether they were joking or not. It was like 3 a.m. I honestly can't tell. Why is it every time we do this, it's like very early in the morning? Anyway, that might just happen. I can't tell whether they were joking or not. And then finally at the very end, just because people wanted me to mention it on the Discord, I don't know too much about this technology myself. I hadn't had the chance to look into it because I was very busy yesterday. We're going to talk more about this in a future episode, but we can start looking forward to NEDs, near-eye displays, coming out, being more and more productive in VR, and having a very high FOV and being insanely slim. And there's a demo video of it. There's actually a few demos of it around on the internet that if you guys are interested in emerging technologies for VR and AR, I would definitely recommend you guys to check it out, because it is very interesting. But yeah, again, I'm not going to go into depth on this because I don't know enough about it. I need to do my research first, but people did want me to even just mention it, so here I am doing so. So guys, that is going to be it for today's video. It may have been a little bit shorter, but you know what? We got the main piece of news out. The HTC standalone headset is confirmed, and yeah, we know nothing about it. Except for all the speculation that we had done in previous episodes. Again, I'm not going to throw that into today's episode again. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. If you guys are not yet part of our community, make sure to join our Discord. We've been very active on there recently, like super active. Make sure to join our Reddit, post your spicy memes on there. If you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we've got sick mugs down below that boost your FPS by 300% and merch that doesn't put a huge ad on your body. I'm actually still waiting for mine to come. And this last part here, yeah, people thought it was sped up. It's not. Look at the RAM changing colors. And if you guys want to be notified of extra content coming up on the channel daily, make sure to smack that subscribe button, make your forehead, ding my bell, and I'll see you again in the next video. Peace.